looking for, you'll find it here indeed, in meaningful mornings. Meaningful mornings. Meaningful mornings.
Welcome to Meaningful Mornings. Listening to the radio yesterday, the host was sharing, during COVID, you go to the bank with a mask on and sunglasses. If you did this pre-COVID, that would be quite suspicious, no? They'd all be watching you. When we think deeply about our experiences, every experience can make us laugh and smile and be happy. This is a choice we have to make more of our experiences. I was sharing with all of you to teach a large and diverse group of students requires a big mind, and that is what the Mahabharata is for us. Large in quantity, diverse in quality, this is our map to victory. For those who read the rad I posted today, I'll read it to you if you didn't. You can't win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your mind. This is from Will Smith, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Let us move to the teaching that is happening within this conflict. Chapter 1, verse 1. I will try to chant slowly. You try to chant with me. Dhritarashtra uvacha dharma kshetre kurukshetre samaveta mamakah pandavaschaiva kimakurvata sanjaya. This is being spoken. This was said by Dhritarashtra. I've already introduced him to you in our preparation. What does he say? He identifies Kurukshetra. This conflict is happening in Kurukshetra, which I've shared with all of you, is in northern India. What this shows, this word, highlighting the historicity of what's being taught. That this is our history. This is happening on a physical plane. And he also identifies this is a dharma kshetre. This is a field for dharma, which means it's not just historical, it is also personal, which means relevant, now, forever. And dharma is not physical, it is mental. I'm not in northern India right now. This still applies to me because I'm with my mind. Samaveta yuyutsavaha. In this field that is focused on dharma, those who gathered were eager, were assembled to fight. And this is an important quarter because we can relate to this. Every day is a battle for us. The conflict in our own personalities. We see the world where people are becoming more standoffish, more zero-sum game-like. It was like this back in the day, it's like this now. Now, the character of Dhritarashtra is shown very clearly right in this first verse. Mama kaha. What happened to mine? Duryodhana and the rest of his children. Pandavas chaiva and the Pandavas. So what happened to mine and the others? Now remember, he is the father figure, the parental figure for everyone who's assembled. But how is he thinking and speaking? Mineness. Mineness. And if there's mineness, there naturally is me-ness. And this is why he is shown externally as blind. A mind that is out of control is ever propagating me and mine. He is the personality that can end this conflict. He has the power to stop this conflict from happening. And the more powerful one is, the more responsibilities one has to be more inclusive, not exclusive. And he's not like that. For us to think, the more people we have to work with, the less partial we have to be. But those who are untrained, they continue with that partiality. And so there's only conflict then. If the leaders are like that, the followers will be like that. My father and I were chatting yesterday about homes where there is fear and anger. The parents are like that. The kids can't help but be like that also. It's a cycle, leaders and followers. Kima kurvata Sanjaya. Dhritarashtra speaking to Sanjaya. He is a impartial observer. Dhritarashtra is partial, Sanjaya is impartial. That's what his name means. Jaya, one who wins a lot outside. Samjaya, when you win over yourself, that is called victory or vijaya. He had risen above partiality, likes and dislikes, ego. And so really, he's the perfect person to teach, to narrate. The narrative will be correct then and accurate. Kima kurvata Sanjaya, what happened at Kurukshetra, where there's a focus on dharma, with my sons and children and the other sons and children. Kima kurvata is past tense. And there's two reasons for this. One, this dialogue is happening on the 10th day of this 18-day conflict. Only after Acharya Bhishma had fallen. He hasn't died, but has fallen. Then Sanjaya goes to Dhritarashtra, and this dialogue's happening. And another reason for this being past tense is to emphasize that this is eternal. What happened to you yesterday? What is going to happen to you today? Dhritarashtra, he knows that he's not on the side of dharma. When one is wrong, they're always looking for justification to assure themselves. He knows that he's not on the side of dharma, and if he's not on the side of dharma, divinity will not be with him either. He knows that his children, his side, are going to lose. And this will be revealed more when Duryodhana's character is introduced. I feel we all know when we are wrong too, when we are being egotistical. And he had the power to stop that. And as I shared with all of you, we also have to make the choice to laugh or to cry. This is an important verse, obviously. Chapter 1, there's many verses that are not so philosophical. So we'll move faster through those, and I'll keep referencing and adding more to this verse. We will try to keep a pace of every morning studying one verse. But I told you in the beginning, let go of time. Don't think of this being historical. Don't think of this being tomorrow. You internalize all of this now. From inspiration to application. Yesterday's application was you procuring the Holy Gita by Swami Chinmayananda. Can I see what you're using, everyone? Good. The big copy works, and naturally the chapter copies work too. For your reference, the chapter copies have more content than the one volume copy. That is a fact, but you use either. All right? The founders of Gita Press Gorakhpur. These are great thinkers, visionaries. Their aspiration was everyone should have a copy of Bhagavad Gita in their pocket. So they printed very small ones. I'll show you tomorrow. And when I got them, they were like 3 rupees each, which is free, okay? And I had carried one in my pocket for many, many, many years. And then it became more problematic with security, trying to explain to them why I have this book in my pocket. Then they would make me put it on the conveyor belt, and I didn't like that. So I stopped keeping it in my pocket. Chinmay Mission is trying the same initiative for everyone to have access to Bhagavad Gita, so you can get this for free. Electronically, that's all shared in the chat yesterday, today, again tomorrow. And if you want a physical copy, that's free too. You just have to pay for shipping and handling, correct? Like a commercial. Your application for this morning, I want you to rate yourself, score yourself from 1 to 100. 1 is useless, 100 is awesome in terms of dharma. How dharmic are you? Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be safe, be sound, be serene, be happiness.